friends. Thank you for breathing with me today. Thank you for joining me. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth. And let's check in with our BEEMS. So let's go through our checklist. So checking in with our body. How is your body feeling? Checking in with our breathing. How has your regular, average, normal breathing been? Have you been able to breathe deeply, or are you breathing shallow? Are you breathing in your lungs, or are you able to breathe down deep into your diaphragm, into your belly, getting oxygen everywhere? How's your breathing? How are your emotions? What emotions are you feeling? Can you name your emotions? Can you pinpoint your emotions? I had somebody ask me actually my coach, that she asked, so what emotions are you feeling right now? And I was like, I ask that question of people all the time. And it's so good that you asked me, and I had to pinpoint and narrow down and go into the emotions that I was feeling and name them, because I didn't just want to go happy, sad, busy, anxious, da 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 da. I wanted to go into more definitive emotion and find out why I was feeling the way that I was. And I didn't want to just be positive, but I also wanted to be like, okay, so I am feeling positive, I'm feeling a little ambivalent, a little bit anxious, however, I'm hopeful. So there are a lot of things attached to emotions. So try and pinpoint those emotions. How is that mindset? How is that mindset? Is it stiff or is it flexible? Are you able to move through your thought process, or are you stuck? So checking in with that mindset. Oh, I forgot energy. So we do body, breathing, emotions, energy. How is your energy? How is your local energy? How is your environmental energy, your body energy? How is your energy? Mindset, flexibility, and spirit, of course. Making sure that you are getting that spiritual nourishment in, that you're building that spiritual foundation daily, possibly hourly if needed. So making sure everything sits upon and hinges upon that spiritual foundation. So making sure that you are getting that time in with God, that you're getting that time in the Word, in worship, in prayer, in focus. That will help everything else that's going on with you. Let's do a few sun breaths here. So let's do some simple sun breathing. Let's inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. And these simple sun breaths, this going through our BEEMS, our checklist, and just sitting here, this is simply grounding us. And that's what I was going to go over a little bit today, was grounding. And just a simple 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you're having trouble finding yourself in the present, or bringing yourself back into your window of tolerance or into some self-regulation, you can think of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we want to find ourselves in the present, so we want to think of 5 things that we can see. 5 things that we can see around us. I see the plug-in, I see the light, I see a clock, I see the camera, I see a light, another light. So 5 things that you can see. Maybe 4 things that you can hear. What can you hear? I hear a fan, I hear cars, I can hear the echo of my own voice. Sometimes I can hear birds outside, but right now, again, I just hear like the fan is a big one. And 3 things that you can smell. I don't smell a whole lot right now. My nose is kind of plugged. But to be nuanced with it, 3 things that I smell. I smell window cleaner because I cleaned the windows. I smell toothpaste. And that can go over to taste too, so we'll get there when we get to taste. And then I smell my breakfast. I had eggs this morning, so I smell the eggs. So smelling that, 3 things we smell. And you can touch, so 2 things to touch. And these numbers, if you have more, like you can switch these things around. All these things do, we're bringing our 5 senses into our present. So that's what this is doing. So if you need to like be touching 5 things, then you can touch 5 things. We're at 2 right now. So I'm gonna touch the blocks and touch the floor. And then 1 thing that you can taste. So again, toothpaste in the mouth, or it can be whatever you just ate, or water, or maybe you really want to go into the sensory and you grab a lemon and you lick the lemon. So 1 thing that you taste, and this will help you bring yourself back into the present. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bringing our senses, bringing all of our senses into this space so that you can be present in your body. And again, it doesn't matter if you need to hear 5 things and you see 1 thing. You can switch those things around to however it works best for you, but just use your senses and recognize that, oh look, that brought me out of where I was super heightened and not being able to focus or think, but because I had to look at something, because I had to smell, because I had to stop and listen, because I had to taste, it slowed everything down and brought me to the present. So just a little bit of a sensory for you, a little bit of grounding for you today. Let's do 1 more breath here and then you can take on your day. So let's inhale and sweep this up. And exhale. And thank you for joining me today. Thank you for grounding with me. Have a blessed rest of your day, and we'll see you